What's up, everybody? Welcome to uptown215.net, aka uptown215web.cast.net. I'm your host, yours truly, E Smooth. I'm here with another episode or another video. This one is going to pertain to dating and relationships. I made previous ones, and for some reason they didn't go through. The sound wasn't clear, so it didn't process, so nothing was modified. So I'm doing this for the third time, but hopefully I can get through it a little quickly. Basically, I just want to touch topics, and one of the topics today is dating and relationships. Something that's been lingering around, YouTube, social networking, just in general, etc. So I thought maybe I can give you guys some insight. Right now, I'm in a very successful relationship. I'm very happy. She's very happy. We're in love, and I've met my soulmate. She's an amazing person, very great, strong, outgoing, proactive woman. Excellent, super duper. I couldn't ask for a better woman. God's gift to me. I felt like I deserved it, and finally my blessing has come true. But that's neither here nor there. It's not about me. So not for nothing, we're gonna get right into this. We're gonna start with dating first. I like to look at it as an interview process. You don't want to evaluate the person on the first date. First impressions are good, but they're not everything. Just make sure that the first impression that you do make is firm and you're sincere behind it. So here are some of the key factors that you should look into when on an interview or a date rather. Make eye contact. It's very important. Genuinely, people like that. It's sincerity. It shows trust. Don't look everywhere but the sky, because obviously there ain't no money falling from it. But make eye contact with your soulmate, man or woman. It's very important. And sit upright. Show posture. You're a man. You're not a boy. Don't be slumped in your seat, leg over it, pants hanging off your ass. If you're a female, don't have your legs spread wide open. You're wearing a skirt, eating all crazy, doing your hair on your phone 24/7. Show some etiquette. Show some common manners and like you were raised right. On a good cloth. And let's go out there and let's defeat the dating game. Let's make it our systematic way of communication. Right now, everybody's going through text, via email, social networking. Whatever happened to picking up the phone and calling somebody just to tell them you love them, or reaching out to somebody who you haven't talked to in a while just to find out what's going on? Relationships don't always have to be about intimacy and money. You can turn it into a whole new different situation, completely optimistic, and you strain away from a pessimistic attitude. So sit upright, make eye contact. Less said is more. Be very detailed, but make sure that you're answering all the questions, and you're asking all the questions when you're not answering them, because people want to know that you're listening, especially women. Listening is a key factor on any date in any relationship. Do not lose that spark. It's appreciative because people feel like you're paying attention to them. Besides, excuse me, being an attention seeker online, you're showing these people that you have so much more to offer, and you don't want to sell yourself short of that, because your mindset is not there, your posture's wrong, you're not making eye contact, you're hearing them, but you're not listening, because when you're coming back with a reply, it is totally off track. It has nothing to do with the substance of the relationship or topic at hand in general. So be very careful about that. Be cautious when you approach that in a date, on a date, or in an interview in general. Another thing you would like to do, start looking for people who have an inner core. I see a lot of people chasing out women on social media because they're showing some cleavage, or they're showing all their tits, or half or more than half, whatever, or they're showing ass and thighs and feet and all these body parts, being very explicit and inappropriate. Stray away from women like that if you're looking for something long term. They don't have much to offer, and they're doing it for everybody's attention, for everybody's liking, for everybody's entertainment. So you don't stand out from the crowd. You want to be unique when it comes to dating and relationships. You want to bring something to the table that no one else is bringing. If it's just a one night stand or red light district that you're looking for, they got plenty of places for that. Saying, hell, pause. You can masturbate if you feel like you're that alone and you got all this sexual tension that you want to release. There's nothing wrong with it. It's totally normal. Don't let anybody think that it's perverted weird or strange. Do what you feel is best for you. Don't always be manipulated or be inspired by others and compare and contrast your life to others when it comes to stuff like that, dating and relationships and financial situations. Be your own man, be your own woman, be strong and stand behind it wholeheartedly, because you can't stand strong and be wrong. So just know that, and when you go into this, go into it with a pleasant mindset and be happy and smile. Don't look for anything. If you're on a date, cover the bill. You're the man. You know what I'm saying? Don't expect anything less. You're gonna meet halfway, and eventually, it's gonna balance out. So one day she might do it, but when you're on the first date, man, you can't expect the woman to pay. It just doesn't look right, doesn't sit right. It's not classy, and it definitely doesn't show any sincerity. So just try to, like I said, be mindful of it and go into the dating game with a strong, open heart. Be charming, be pleasant, because really you don't have much to lose except for the attention that you're seeking. And if that's the only thing that you're applying it to, then maybe dating and relationships are not for you right now. You should be more proactive in your career sense. And if you got idle time, then that's what you should be doing. You shouldn't be selling for less, and your standards shouldn't be too high. So you don't want to have low standards, but you don't want to have standards that are too high either. You want to be kind of like right in the middle, so that this way you stand out, but you don't stand out in a bad way, or you don't seem like you're insecure or inferior of yourself, because it shows. Your body language is very readable. So just know that other people are seeing this too, especially your soulmate. So just try to put all that in the retrospect, that you can do much more with what you have. And selling and having your standards so high is only hurting yourself. And in the long run, you're not going to be with anyone but your hand. Pause. Or you're just going to be by yourself all the time. And, getting high and consuming time, getting drunk and twisted all the time is not going to help the situation either. So people want to know, especially a woman who's strong, active, soul sister, diva, independent female, want to be a lady by all means necessary. She got her own shit. She don't need nothing from you. So make sure you have your shit together, because her knowing that you're financially stable is attractive, because she knows she doesn't have to take care of you, spoon feed you. You're not going to be relying on her. You could take care of your own shit. You could still bring the supportive aspect to the table, but in the same sense, both of y'all could do for one another, and it's not 60-40. So try to keep that in mind as well, because nowadays people apparently don't understand that when you're going on a date, especially the first one, and you're the man, but you're not paying the bill, and you can't even flip the tip. It looks bad. It leaves a bad taste in your mouth, her mouth, or maybe not so much for you, but for the hot seat that you're leaving behind for the next man to come, and he's gonna have to try to rebuild off of that, and kind of cool the seat off you, and he's sitting there and try to focus on how he can obtain the stature of this woman in order to be with her. So don't sell yourself short. I mean, and if it's just about attention for you, then maybe dating and relationships are not for you right now. I mean, I'm not knocking the swingers out there and the players and the hustlers and the gold diggers and the sugar daddies, etc., etc. But I'm just saying that it's a dead end trap. It's a dead end in general. You're not gonna go nowhere after that. And if you want more from yourself, and if you want to have a solid relationship, or be in a dating game like that on a serious note, then cool. Because I mean, they got plenty of Craigslist out there with Backpages and Flings.com and all these other websites and stuff that people are going on to interact, and Black People Talk or whatever, blackpeople.com, all these places where black people meet, whatever. It's not substantial. You're not gonna find a soulmate in the club. I'm done with those. I don't do nightclubs no more. I don't do bar lounges. I don't do social gatherings. I don't do get-togethers. I don't do the mall. I don't do the street walking, the teenager shit, trying to pick up women. That's not cool. It's so ghetto, so classless, so tasteless. Be more retroactive with that, and proactive in your financial sense, because it does bring character, and it brings a foundation. Show leadership, be charming, smile. Saying don't look for much, don't expect much, but you will gain. If it's the right person for you, it'll work out. And I don't know with this generation with the whole texting and stuff like that. I come from a different cloth. I'm an 80s baby, so we were more used to picking up the phone and letting somebody know how you feel. Like, to me, that's more stronger, especially if you can't see this person directly face to face. Those are only really two outlets I feel like is a really strong connection that really shows your true demeanor. when you can call somebody and tell them how you really feel. Like, I love you, I care about you, I want more from you, I want more from us. What can I do? What can we do to make this grow? You know, or just saying hi, babe, how you doing? Hey, honey. Hey, sweetheart. What's up, sweetie? What's going on? How was your day? These are common things that people are losing contact with. You know, they're not staying in touch with their inner side because they're too focused on having their pants hanging off their ass or wearing a Michael Kors bag, and they don't got the mindset to go with it. Your attitude is everything. If you don't got a mindset and you're a female, but you got everything else going for yourself, how do you expect anything to work? How do you expect that to get you past first base? You know what I'm saying? Or get you off of first base and bring you home. It won't work. Not a real man, no real dude out there or gentleman is gonna put up with that. Especially if he still believes in chivalry like myself. There's good men out there, good gentlemen like myself and others who want a character that has wants a female with the same characteristical traits that he has, and is willing to grow. You know, it's time out for all that thought shit and all that social media attention shit that not gonna get you nowhere, not gonna find you happiness. You can't buy it and you can't find it like that. You know what I'm saying? So start building on your inner core because beauty fades. You know what I'm saying? But your mind, you know what I'm saying? Your mind is always gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? You might become delusional, you might get dementia, Alzheimer's, God forbid, but it's still there. You can work on that. It's always willing to grow. We don't even use a quarter of it, so you should already know, like, it's such a powerful tool. And your body, I mean, yeah, you can work on that. So if you're the type of person who's got high standards and you're looking for a particular woman or a particular guy, then work on it. You know what I'm saying? Put yourself in a position where you could get that girl if you're that vain. You know what I'm saying? And build on what you guys can succeed in. But for now, you're gonna meet 9 times out of 10. The right woman out there for you is not Beyonce, my nigga. She's not Halle Berry. She's not all these video vixens and strippers and shit that you probably lust over. She's a regular 9 to 5 woman. She still looks good. She keeps herself clean. She keeps herself neat and tidy. And she dressed very nice, classy, conservative. Like, she's got her head on her shoulders. She's going in the right direction. She just may not have that fucking, you know, stripper body that you may be so fascinated with, but you're not looking for that. And if that is, then you're not ready. Same thing with you females. If you're looking for somebody that's just going to give you the D and drop you off, you know what I'm saying, or take you to McDonald's and then drop you off, what are you getting out of it? But a Happy Meal and a toy on the side. Pause. But you don't got much else. And now you're sitting at home lonely, calling your girlfriend. I'm like, damn, I still can't find the right one. Or you sitting up here sounding like a shallow queen, talking about his shit, or talking about his car, or talking about how he lived with his moms. But meanwhile, you don't got nothing to bring to the table. And you wouldn't like it if the tables were turned and it was thrown in your face full fledged. So be real with yourself and take in consideration that people have feelings too. And there's other people out here that want something, from their life and their circumstance. And you just gotta utilize on God's gift. Some know it, some don't, but work hard at. You know what I mean? Because the truth be told is, it's basically whatever you're so good at that requires less effort, and then you implement on it. And the same thing with relationships. You take it seriously like a job interview. Dating, you take it seriously like a job interview. Don't go in there with the intention that I'm just gonna get something from this person, because like you're really gonna play yourself short, and that's how karma come back and bite you in the ass quickly. People don't want to be wasting their time and investing their time and their energy and their money into you, knowing that you're just doing this kid shit and you're not really trying to take it nowhere else. Like, be real with yourself and be real with others, you know what I'm saying? And a relationship can be a very powerful thing. It also has to be a 50-50 agreement. It can't be 60-40, at least not in the beginning. You got to establish something. You guys got to be on the same playing grounds. You guys got to be on the same foundation, the same platform, if you want anything to work and grow. Everybody's going to have their ups and downs, their trials and tribulations, with or without being in a relationship. But I'll tell you one thing, with faith and a little integrity and charm and a nice smile, don't walking around with a fucking puss face, having an attitude. Men don't want to see that. Women don't want to see that. It's disgusting. It just is so classless, and it leaves a nasty taste in my mouth. I hate seeing people, especially when you say good morning or good afternoon or good night to somebody, and they just kind of brush you off, and they got this ugly, mean, disgusting face on, like you owe them something. Nobody owe you nothing. Nothing in this life is free. Everything you want that's worth having, you gotta work hard for. No one's just gonna walk up to you because you look good or you got an attitude and they're just gonna try to make your day and drop some money in your pocket or in your purse or do a hat trick or spit an ill 16 or have a whole bunch of bling and pull up in a nice car like you see in the rap videos looking like one of your favorite rappers or something and just sweep you off your feet. You live in a fairy tale. There ain't too many Snow Whites out here, and this ain't Alice in Wonderland. So if this ain't Snow White and this ain't Alice in Wonderland, then why are you watching fairy tales? Why are you so fascinated with cartoons? Because that's all it is. It's a cartoon character. They not real. This is the real world. So think real. Think realistic. Be proactive. Have a spiritual mindset. Mind, body, and soul. Cleanse it. Go out of your way sometime to do things. Take a little risk. I mean, you're not. It's just not. It's just not guaranteed that you're gonna find the right person by being in a social environment setting or a nightlife setting or some type of a formal or entertainment type of event that stems into that type of setting where you think you're going to meet the right girl. A lot of times you're going to meet a lot of failures. And if it's a guy and your curiosity is being intrigued by this person, you want to probably go a little step further than him buying you a drink. You want to probably find out if this guy's working, if he's going to school, if he's pursuing his goal, is he family oriented? These are things, these are reflections of you, your family, your friends. You got to have good vibes. You got to give off a good aura because your demeanor and your impression is everything. And it doesn't have to be in a materialistic standpoint. It has absolutely nothing to do with that. Little to nothing to do with that. You want to build on the inside. You want to find out if this person is genuinely for you. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, just in general, just not for nothing, no one really has your best interest. No one's really happy for your success, unfortunately, and they're not going to do anything to promote it. I be on here video streaming hard. I go online sometime, I vent, I get beside myself, get a little belligerent and immature. I know I got a lot of growing to do, but at least as a man, I'm willing to admit it. How many brothers out there is doing that? And then when I do go on there and put proactive things on there, I don't get the same likes, but I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it hoping that the ones that are liking it are going to leave a comment. If anything, I'm more proactive on comments because that's my only way of reaching out to a lot of people on social networking. So if I go and I see I ain't got much likes, I'm not stressing that. I'm going straight to the comment box. If ain't nothing down there, now I start reflecting on both because one hand washes the other, and I'm like, you know what? I start feeling like I'm wasting my time, but I'm not because there's going to be somebody out there that's taking this seriously. So when you're doing this, do it with aggression. Be the best that you can be. You know what I mean? I mean, if it's a relationship, dedicate it. Dedicate yourself to it. Be loyal. There's nothing wrong with it. You don't need to get caught up in the Mari talk show shit, man. You don't need the Mari lifestyle. You don't need to be on the Mari show. This is real. Do what you need to do here. Don't express all your shit. You going through something, keep that shit between you and her. If you want to build on something, or you're uh, a baby mother without the father figure in life, you know what I'm saying? Switch that light switch back on and let that light bulb go off and find out how to execute the problem. Solve it. Don't let that be a consistency because the father is a big factor in our life. We got too many daddies out here. We don't got enough fathers. We need more, and they need to be proactive in life. It is such a big impact on the younger generation, and it does evolve around your relationship, and it does evolve around the dating relationship scene because then it goes right into the whole factor where women are dating guys, and they have no father figure in their life to take care of their child. Their baby daddy's in jail or he's with this other girl and then she's trying to find happiness, so she's gonna start hanging out and she's gonna try to get in the loop again, hoping that somebody's gonna be a stepfather to a child. That's not the approach. You know what I'm saying? You knew what you was doing when you got when you got in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? You open your legs, he stuck his shit in you. In the story. You know what I'm saying? Closed mouth don't get fed. And you don't let nobody manipulate you into something like that. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuse for it and there's no pity. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're not gonna have an abortion, then you must be ready for this ride. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's either a two-way street. It's either they gonna respect your temple or they not. Either you gonna respect your temple or you not. There ain't no half stepping. This ain't no do-overs. You know what I'm saying? So be real serious about that, ladies, before you get in the sack and you just decide to open up them legs, spread them legs, and now you in there for the long ride, and now you complaining because he ain't there for you and the kids. But meanwhile, it takes two to play. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna complain about your mistakes and his mistake, or both of y'all mistakes, or are you gonna evaluate the situation and try to mix this shit together? Go to a psychic or a therapist or an advisor, a counselor they call them, or a mentor, somebody to mediate the situation and get you back on track. If you got a strong day one, a day one friend or a relative or intermediate family that you can go to about this, ask questions. Don't be ashamed, because this is knowledge, and knowledge is power. You know what I'm saying? So try to find the barriers and break them and go right through, and you'll be so much better off, So keep in mind, dating relationships are so much more than just materialistic shit and attention seeking and being vain about your own personal demeanor, and your characteristical traits are going to show so much. So you want to get out of that loop. You don't want to be on the Maury show. You don't want to be on World Star Hip Hop looking like an ignorant fool. Just you're not doing it for nobody else. Don't compare and contrast your relationship or your prior relationships or your lifestyle with anybody else's, because we all walk different lives and we all gifted, and some of us know our God-given gift and some of us don't. But with that said, I'm gonna leave you on that note. Stay tuned. I got Food Network coming up soon. My website is under construction. So the uptown215.net, also known as uptown215web.cast.net. That's the name of my broadcasting company, or my web.cast video stream broadcasting company that will be on a website, and that would be the domain link. Right now, I don't have it up and running. So if you want to see this video and previous videos that I made that are still technically recent, then go on my timeline on Facebook and under my username, which is Eric Vinay. Eric Veney, Eric Vinay. It's on my timeline. All these videos. I may have a 50-second clip up there on Instagram. The Food Network is coming, as long as my no name attached to the website, all on one globule. So you're not gonna miss out on anything. I got events. I'm doing nonprofit organizations. I'm actually proactive in non-profit organizations, and trying to get people aware of breast cancer and things of that nature and stuff like that, with the whole breast cancer awareness thing. So like, really just be involved in the community, what I'm saying, try to better it, try to better yourself and your whole demeanor, and maybe we can make a strong impact. So just like Barack Obama said, it's a new day in a new way. Happy Sunday. Have a blessed one. Peace.